Hello and welcome to another in this series of videos from Bitcoin Price Review on YouTube. Today we're looking at Shapeshift and specifically looking at trading by shifting coins back and forth from one different currency to another based on their price chart patterns. So in this video I'm going to review what I've learned about these different cryptocurrencies that are supported in the Shapeshift service. So what I did is I created a spreadsheet of each of these different currencies and then researched more information about them. So for example, I have their trading letters and I have the main exchange where the highest volume of trades goes on for each of the different currencies. And then I collected up some details where I can click on this and go off to coin market cap details about the individual currencies. I also entered the data about the current market capitalization, and then I started getting links to the charts about these, and I found that we can get Bitcoin to US dollar, but everything else seems to be altcoin to Bitcoin and not altcoin to US dollar. And so I want to have a standard that I compare them all against and then compare those spreads. So this makes it more difficult to really see what's going on from one to the next. But anyway, I went and looked at all the charts that I could find, and here's what we've got here. Over the 6-hour time period, this is Bitcoin to US dollar, making a bottom formation now after a real drop, and it looks like it could be coming back up. So each of these different currencies are based against the Bitcoin now. And this is an interesting one to me, so it's come up here first, and I've reorganized these to put the most interesting first. And while Bitcoin is going down, this is gaining in value relative to Bitcoin. So here's another one that's gaining in value relative to Bitcoin, and it's the Quark. And it's on a very, it's an exchange that I'm not really familiar with, and I can't really work in. And so I'm just watching this one, and it's not something that I'll be switching back and forth into. And talk more about that later. On Dogecoin, if I'm pronouncing that right, it's also gained some strength while Bitcoin has been dropping. It's been holding its strength against Bitcoin and actually picking up a little bit. So that's a more interesting market to me as well. Here again is another semi-interesting market, and this is Darkcoin, traded on the Cryptsy exchange, and it's holding pretty steady against Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin's been crashing. Now this one is not so interesting to me right off the bat, unless it makes more of a bottom formation here. But the Litecoin versus Bitcoin has really dropped off. Even though Bitcoin's been dropping, this has been dropping against Bitcoin. So this is, I want to learn more about those differences between the market and each of these markets. Here we have PPC. What is that one? Purecoin. PPC Purecoin, also making a bottom formation. Could be interesting, but this one's not so interesting. This is Feathercoin. Now here's another couple that I won't be trading in. What is this one? BTCD. I don't know what it is. I'm not trading in it because of the exchange that it's trading on. And this one I'm also not interested in trading in generally. So what I want to do is I rearrange these by my general interest level. I always want to pay attention to the Litecoin in US dollar and Bitcoin in US dollar. And then the next most interesting ones are next, Dogecoin, Darkcoin, and Namecoin. They're 9, 7, 7, and 6 for me to be paying attention to, swapping Bitcoin out into those currencies while they're gaining strength against the Bitcoin. So this is the direction that my trading studies have been going into so far, because Shapeshift makes it so easy to move coins back and forth between currencies. I want to know more about each of the currencies you can shift back and forth, and then find the right time to switch between markets by using the trading charts, and rule number 1 and rule number 2. So there's a little bit of study into Shapeshift and a quick, inexpensive way to be actually trading the markets and building your Bitcoins. Thanks for watching. This is Bitcoin Price Review, checking out more altcoins.